Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Joe Longo. Welcome to 30 Days of Inspiration. This is Brittany Policastro.
Hi.
She's super inspirational. That's why we're together.
Thank you.
And we just played in a downpour.
We did.
Downpour. I don't know if you can tell how wet I am.
Soaked.
But
see, with the hair, it's not big anymore.
So we're taking cover underneath this wonderful bridge in Manayunk. So you might hear some cars whipping by, but that's okay. So thank you for doing this with me. This was so much fun.
So fun.
So we're going to talk about all the things.
All the things.
All the things.
Let's do it.
And we're going to get crazy and talk about the sexy things.
The sexy things.
And how it's okay to be sexy.
It is.
You don't want to be hoary, but it's okay to be
I
sexy.
did not say that.
I did.
Be real.
I totally did. Well, I think there's a difference. I think there's a difference.
I think you can be hoary too.
Well, a classy hoary.
I think you can be a straight up whore.
I love it. Yes.
This is what we're talking about today.
Right. And that is why I wanted you to be on here.
So let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
I think that as long as you have intention in whatever you're doing, you can do whatever. Can I curse in this? Or
Fuck, yeah.
Yes. I love to curse. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can be
Yourself. Live your truth.
Yeah, you can be
Right.
a straight up slut. Right? Do it. Like, you can do whatever you want. And this is, I've struggled with this, right? In the past, I grew up Catholic. Peace out, word out to the Catholics. Yeah.
If you saw the episode with my mom, you know it's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus is our friend.
Yeah, he's awesome. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of shame around expressing your sexuality, around being sexual, what that looks like for a woman, what that looks like now in our time, with everything that's going on, right? And what that looks like in the yoga community, with all of these, pictures and Instagrammers, just being naked and showing themselves. And for me, I think it's, why are you doing that? What's the purpose of that? Are you trying to, do you know that skin sells and you're trying to get likes? Or do you have another intention behind it?
And I think that's where where I have an issue, not an issue, and I wish I remembered the photographer's name from back in the 60s, but he started taking these images, and they were photographically, they were beautiful images.
Yeah.
But it was also like one of the images, he has a whip shoved up his bum. And, I watched a documentary.
Sure.
And there's nothing wrong.
But why was he doing
There's not, right. It almost seemed like he was going extra out of his way.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, well, look at what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I'll find out who he is, and I'll put his name somewhere. And again, it's beautiful, but that's where it yeah. But that's where I think the lines get
blurred.
Where it's like, are you doing this because it's you, because you really are?
Yeah.
Like, this is me, and I'm living it. Not, I want 170,000 Instagram followers, so here's my ass. Here's my ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, I think that somebody I follow actually admitted that the reason why she takes photos of that nature is because she wants more people to read the message. And I'm like, okay. and it's, I love her pictures and I follow her, but the reason why I've been doing that is, and moving more into expressing my sexuality, is because I'm living my sexuality. And it's important to me. I'm a yoga teacher, and yes, I'm a transformation coach, and yes, I'm a spiritual person, but I'm also a sexual being. I'm also polyamorous. I'm also into really kinky shit. I'm also into BDSM. I'm also into all of these things, and this is who I am. And for me, to only put out pieces of who I am doesn't feel authentic.
Right, and it's not really being true to you.
It's not.
Yeah.
And that's what I have struggled with, in the sense of I want to put. I'm also a blogger, and so I get really honest. And so I want to put myself out there in a way that is this is who I am, not just for me, but because I know that this is also how a lot of people are, you know, especially in my communities, you know, of yoga and transformation. There's a lot of people like that, and you know, people now kind of know me as someone who talks about sexuality, is comfortable with that, and now people reach out to me, and people, I mean, you know, I wrote an article about having genital herpes years ago, and I still get people weekly that reach out to me.
Well, I'm sure
women,
that was very powerful. I'll link that too, because it's a good one.
that, you know, that are like, this is who I, you know, and there's this comfort that I feel like people have, because I'm like, this is who I am. So when people reach out to me, they're like, I felt like I could ask you this thing about sexuality or this thing about tantra or whatever, because I knew that you weren't going to judge me.
Right. And I think that's what it is. I mean, like, you can't try to say that you don't like sex. Everybody likes sex. We're humans. But there's been, you know, just over life.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you can't. I was just, do you ever listen, do you know who Duncan Trussell is, or listen to the
No.
Duncan Trussell podcast? He's a comedian, great stuff. But the last one, I forget who was on, but they were talking about BDSM and all that stuff. And he was like, we've been taught to be so embarrassed of sexuality, but you can turn on the television and watch like people getting shot and killed in like any kind of movie. There's like the coolest thing ever. But if you throw, and sure, there's lots of sexuality in movies.
Sure.
But if you go, like, if you were to go to that extreme, as the violence that we're okay with for some reason, people would be like, whoa, you can't do that. You know, and it's just that, like, we've been bred, that was, you know, to be ashamed of all of this.
Or
and I'm totally one of those dudes. And I'm like, oh, dude, no, don't look at me. You know? Which is hard to say, you know? Like, I wish I could just, like, take my shirt off and run around and do whatever.
I mean, you
But
can.
I can't. but I have this head and this ego and all of it. Like, no. You know? Which is, I think a lot of people struggle with. And I also, all my thoughts are that so many people probably want to do that, and because they can't, it's easier for them to be like, oh my god, I can't.
Well, to judge.
Right.
You
But
usually
deep down,
judge.
they want to be like, oh fuck, I want to do that.
Yeah, whatever that is. And
Right.
you know, it's funny. I was teaching an after class for some people like work exchange, and they were and a teacher, and they were talking about something sexual that they thought was kind of was like wrong, you know. And I was like, why? Like, why is that wrong? Like, as long as, you know, you can have any kind of kink or fetish or that you want, as long as people are, you know, everybody's consensual, right? So, like, children aren't consensual. That's why that kind of stuff is wrong, right? But, like, as long as everyone's consensual and everyone is respected and honored, like, you can do whatever you want. And I think this is, you know, we have all of these rules about what is okay, about what is not okay, about how we're allowed to put ourselves out there, how we're not, what is taboo, right? And there's so much judgment. And that judgment, you know, and to bring a little bit of a yoga spin on this, you know, this is all second chakra stuff, right? And so this is all repressed, right? This is all of our shadow shit. And so that's why it tends to get uncomfortable, because we don't want to talk about it. And because we tend to, as a culture, if you connect with Western culture at all, to push this stuff down. And I mean, and I did for years. And, you know, in the last couple of years for me, you know, I opened up my relationship and I like reclaimed my sexuality, and I started to recognize the things that I'm actually into and what I'm interested in and what turns me on and what excites me and what where I can actually find deeper healing. Right? Consciousness is everywhere. Right? Consciousness is in every moment. Consciousness is in everything, in the darkness.
Right.
In the beauty, in the stuff that we want to like turn away from, right? Consciousness can be in all of it. I should say can be.
Right.
It's not in everything, right? But the potential of it is.
Right. This is how you go into it, like that intention. If you're gonna,
It's intention.
Right.
Yeah. And so like my intention for what we just did, right? Because you'll see, right?
You may have seen it already.
Yeah.
If not, I'll pop it in right now.
Yeah. I took my clothes off and climbed up the thing. Well, first I climbed up the thing and then I took my clothes off because this is who I am right now. And I wanted to take this opportunity to be in that energy, with you. And to be in that space of that to me is an offering. Right? Of offering up myself, my vulnerability, my sexuality, and you can receive that however you want to.
Right.
It's your choice to receive that however you want to. If that delights you, if it pisses you off, if it turns you on, right? It doesn't really matter. Right? It's just a moment in time. And for me, this is my expression, and I want people to see that and be like, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay to do that if you want to do that. Just make sure that you're clean about it.
Yeah.
And by clean, I mean, why do you want to do it?
And that's kind of like the point going back to that photographer. Like,
yes.
Really, and it's a long time ago. He's dead. I can't ask him like why. Like, what was your intention? But my perception from being raised a Catholic and then going to the born again Christian world, it was like no, you're gonna go to hell for that.
Oh God, yeah.
And that's like a struggle to like pull out of. To be like, no, I feel this way. I have this feeling, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And it's sad that so many people in our society have that repression that they can't be themselves. And we really we're here to enjoy all of this. I joke around a lot with my mom and some people about heaven. And what if this is heaven? And I talked about this in my conversation with my mom. 1 in 500,000 or 500 million% chance to be born, to become a human.
Yeah.
That makes really this heaven. It could be hell too. It's how you make it.
Live it.
Right. And I think if you're living your most true, authentic self, then you're rocking out in heaven.
And it's not easy.
No, I'm sure
hard,
it's not.
It's scary, and because you will be judged. And that's scary because I don't care who you are. You care what people think.
Right.
We all care what people think.
Unfortunately. And we all want to be like, nah, I'm going to be Gary Vaynerchuk and just not give a fuck about anybody. And not that he doesn't care about anybody, but he really is. Right.
I'm sure he cares too, though. You don't know what he does behind closed doors.
Right.
You don't know what anyone does behind closed doors. Right? And that's the thing. We all just want to be seen, heard, accepted, and loved.
Yeah. So the message is, be you.
Be you.
Don't be an asshole. But be you.
Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
If you want to be a slutty whore, you can do that too. I'm okay.
Yes. I don't care if you are or not. I
can't believe we're talking.
Well,
this is what's happening right now.
It is what's happening, and that's why I wanted to do this, because I want to put out people like Brittany that are living their most authentic self. And it's not. I can you can tell that she's not just like, oh look, I'm doing this so you like me or so you like my page.
This makes me nervous.
It's you.
It's me.
Yeah.
Like that, like me telling you that you could be like a slutty whore. If you want that, I'm like, oh, people are gonna judge me now. That makes me nervous to say that, but that's how I feel.
And that's right. And it's totally fine. It is what it is. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Brittany, for being here.
Thank you for doing this. This is amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
30 days of inspiration, people.
30 days of inspiration. Be inspired. Do what you love. Stop giving a fuck about what people think or if people are going to like your posts.
Yeah. Be you. Do you.
And just be you.
Yes.
And peace out. I will see you tomorrow.